Good morning.
How are you, ma'am?
Yeah, fine. What about you?
Yeah.
Can I have your resume, please? I think previously we have completed the technical round 1, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this, I think you have selected for technical round 2. So there is no self-introduction, nothing. So directly we can go with the questions. Okay? So can you differentiate between generic servlet and HTTP servlet?
Yes, ma'am. Generic servlet and HTTP servlets both are from servlets, ma'am. These are the two types of servlets. Generic, first for generic servlet it is a protocol independent. But coming to HTTP servlet, it will depend. It is an protocol dependent, which is it is used to work on only HTML protocol, only HTTP protocol. But coming to generic, here we will use the HTTP and CGI. Yeah, we will use the number of any protocols in this. It is a first of all it is a generic protocol. It is a non-commonly used, ma'am. But coming to HTTP protocol, here we will use the mostly, ma'am. It is a commonly we will use.
Okay. What is servlet collaboration?
Servlet collaboration, ma'am. It is a when the one servlet is communicating with the other servlet is known as an servlet collaboration. Here, this servlet collaboration technique is also used for sharing an information between the servlets. That servlets have to pass those information directly. That servlets, one servlet need to know about the other servlet.
Okay. So can you differentiate between forward and send redirect methods?
Yes, ma'am. Forward, first of all, forward it is a server-side program. Here, it is an upstream. It will be send redirect. It will be a client-side program. Client-side will be. It will works within only server, but it will works within server and as well as outside of the server.
Outside of the server.
And it will send the same request and the same respond object to the server. But coming to the send redirect, it always creates a new request to the client server.
Server. Okay. What is cookie? Okay. What is cookie in servlet? And what are the different types of cookies we are having? Persistent cookie and non-persistent cookie. So, tell me. First of all, tell me what is the definition of cookie?
First of all, cookie is nothing but it is a small piece of data which is, that is persistent from the multiple client request. So here these cookies is a file. Nothing but it is a file which is taken which is created from the website where when we go some website it will automatically it will store.
Okay.
There are in these cookies there are two types, ma'am. One is a persistent cookies and non-persistent cookies. Here the persistent cookie it is only valid for only single section. Here these cookie will be removed each time, ma'am, when the user will close the browser, it will done, ma'am. When the coming to non-persistent, it is a valid for multiple sections. Here the user will send here this cookie will be removed when the user log out or a sign out.
Okay, log out or a
sign
out. Okay. So what is the difference between cookies and HTTP sessions?
First of all, cookies, ma'am, it is does not provide any security. But coming to this, it will provide some security. It is more secure. These cookies will be stored in a we can store in a user computer. But coming to this, cannot store. It will stores in a server. And in these cookies, we will store the only limited data, limited amount of data. But coming to this, we will store the unlimited data. These cookies will does not depends on the sections, but these HTTP sections will depends on the cookies. Here in cookies there are some created and destroy method here it will be present, but coming to this HTTP so for cookies it does not have any destroy, but coming to HTTP section it has some destroy methods will be used.
Okay. So what is load on startup in Servlet?
It is used for loading and servlet, ma'am. Here the init method of a servlet will be executed when the servlet will start it. Here that content of that load on startup will be load of content will be in a integer, ma'am. If the integer will be negative, then this web container will load that servlet and it will run at any time.
Right. Okay. So what is filter in Servlet? What are the advantages of Servlet filters?
First of all, filter is an object, ma'am. Here, this is a it is invoked with the pre-processing and post-processing of a multiple it is a pre-processing of a pre-processing and post-processing of a request. Here here these filter, the main task of these filtering is to filter the task, filtering some tasks like such as encryption, description, logging and input validation, like etc. These are the main use of the filter. First of all, the advantages of these filter will be, first of all, it will be more data, it gives a more data secure and it is a less maintenance. It will filter are the pluggable, ma'am.
Okay.
Filters are not depends on any resource.
It does not depend on any resource.
Yes, ma'am.
So okay, what is pure Servlet?
Pure servlet is nothing but creating an Java object, creating a Java object that is implemented with the within the by use in the with the from Java X dot servlet interface.
Okay. How we can create deadlock situation in Servlet?
We can create the deadlock situation in a servlet by using by making an looping within the methods, like while from go post method from go post method from go to sorry from do post method to do get method, from do get method to do post method. So by using this we can create some deadlock situation in the servlet.
Okay. Can you differentiate between print writer and Servlet output stream?
Yes, ma'am. The print writer, first of all, print writer will be a print writer. It is mostly used for printing the formatted object of a format of a text output stream. Here it is used to send the binary data to the client.
Which can send the binary data?
The
Servlet output stream.
Servlet output stream will send the binary data to the client.
Okay.
Here it will be characters. It is a character stream, ma'am.
Okay. Print writer is a character
Yes,
stream.
print writer is a character stream, and it is a servlet output stream will be the byte stream. These byte stream will be mostly used, ma'am. It is most commonly used, but it is not commonly used. It is a very in rare cases we are using. But coming to print writer, it is we can widely used in these servlets, ma'am.
Okay. So what do you mean by servlet chaining?
Servlet chaining, taking a request from the browser. Taking a request from the browser and that will be processed from the that will be processed to the that will be processed to the server Ma'am, can you repeat it again? Question.
What do you mean by servlet chaining?
Servlet chaining is a first of all, servlet chaining are taking a request from the browser, and that request will be processed by the multiple servlets. Has a chain is known as an servlet chaining.
Okay, what is the difference between web server and application server? Can you name some web servers and can you name some application servers?
Yes, ma'am. Web server, first of all, it is used for static content, and it is the application server will be used for dynamic content. Here in this we will store the limit in a web server we will use the does not allow the multiple thread, but in application server we will allow the multiple threading, ma'am. Here it is a this web server utilize a very less resource, but coming to application server it uses some more resource, utilizes the more resource. Here it will be here in the web server we will use some HTML and HTTP protocols, and coming to coming to application server, here we will use HTTP and as well as GUI and some RMI protocols will be used.
Okay, can you name some web servers and application servers?
Web server, I know itself I said no, ma'am. It will be a HTTP and HTML.
HTTP is server, right? It is a server.
No, ma'am.
Did you have any idea regarding to what are the different types of servers we are having?
No, don't have such.
Okay, so develop one application in Servlet. Okay, database connection. By using servlets, how you can create a database connections. I want the logic. First of all, I think in the last technical round you have discussed how we can make a dynamic web project in servlets. Okay, but in this round, okay, let me create a connection from front end to back end. Okay, so you need to take HTML code. Okay, and then how you are storing this data into the database by using servlet code. Okay, yeah, write down the program.
Ma'am, I'll start with the HTML file.
Okay. Shall we keep angle brackets to the function?
Sorry,
So you are
I am
implementing
taking
JavaScript code.
yes, ma'am.
So why we are writing that JavaScript code? What purpose you are creating the functions?
Ma'am, here I am writing the script type to know these HTML knows the what type of type it is. I'm writing for that, and text JavaScript. I'm writing for.
So you are writing JavaScript
Yes,
code.
ma'am.
So you are creating the functions.
Yes.
So for what purpose you are creating the functions?
I'm taking the student, ma'am. I'm taking for example, I'm taking student has an example. For that, we have to take the student roll number, student name, and the student age I'm taking. So for that, we need some methods or we need some functions. So that's why I'm taking these.
Okay. So you need to mention that for whatever the HTML tags you are accepting, like student number, student name.
Yes.
So by using that functions, you are performing some validations by using JavaScript.
Yes.
Right? Why you are creating the functions means you need to perform some validations, right? That is the reason you are writing their condition. Am I right or wrong? Yes, right. So in alert box, what is the message you are displaying? S number, huh?
Yes.
Please enter S number or something like that. Write down like that. Why? Because why you are writing the validations when you are not giving any data to the particular text field, then only you need to raise the validation. So please enter S number. Change that sentence. Next. So what are the variables you are declaring in the HTML page? In the body part?
Ma'am, I'm declaring student number, student name, and student age.
Okay. Write down the validations for the remaining two. Make it fast.
Yes.
Now write down whatever the variables you have declared in the function, mention in the body part. So what labels you are creating, and if you are creating any text fields or not. Okay. Can we take int or id? You have written int of input type is equal to text. Why you are mentioning int?
Sorry, madam.
Write down s number or id, whatever the variable you are taking.
Yes.
CH is a function, right? Keep
Yes,
it as a
ma'am.
brackets. It is a function. After CH you need to mention the brackets. Written CH. CH is a function there.
Yes.
So after CH you need to mention brackets. When you calling any function, how you can call? Written CH, open parenthesis and closing parenthesis. Array. Array. Body tag close. Now write on how you are calling this ID, name and age into the servlet program directly, and what are the steps to implement a database connection. First of all, what we have to do in servlet program?
First of all, we have to call those methods by public to get the by using an do get method. Here, by
If you want to load any driver, what is the class? What we have to use
print writer pw equals
to load the driver?
as driver, man. You asked. For loading the driver, we will use an class for name and
Write
retil.
down. Write down.
Then continue with the
Continue there itself. Class dot N should be capital. madam. So there you have to write on connections event is equal to manage driver dot get connection. Why you are keeping semicolon? You whatever the driver you are creating connection between your servlet program to database means you need to keep it as a brackets. Why you are keeping semicolon? In get connection only na, what type of driver you are passing? Keep it only open parenthesis. Keep it only open parenthesis. So what type of driver it is? We are writing oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. So what type of driver it is? We are having 4 types of driver. Which driver it is?
It is a Magneq driver, ma'am. It is a second driver.
Type 4 driver. Right. So why we are writing prepared statement there?
Ma'am, this prepared statement is used to execute the SQL queries.
Okay. Keep commas for every question mark. So what is the first question mark indicates that?
It's a student ID, ma'am.
Okay. Completed? Okay. Have your seat. Okay, your technical round is completed for now. Okay. If you are selected, our HR will contact with you, and I think you are having. If you are selected, you will have manager round. Okay. Okay, now. So for further details, our HR will contact with you.